It's Epcot Food and Wine Festival.
Holiday edition.
Today is the first day of Epcot's Festival of the Holidays.
We are here to check out the booze, the ride overlays, the entertainment. So come with us as we have some holiday fun and lots of cookies.
So many cookies.
EPCOT's Festival of the Holidays kicks off today, which is Black Friday, November 25th, and runs through December 30th, making it one of the shorter Epcot festivals. The festival features holiday kitchens around the world where you can get Yuletide treats. There is a variety of entertainment, including Santa storytellers and different traditions displayed, as well as the candlelight processional. There's a few very exciting ride overlays to check out merchandise, so come with us as we have a full day of festival fun.
I think we should kick off this video with the most highly anticipated ride overlay of the year.
It's Figment!
Figment? I thought I told you not to interfere.
But you've got it wrong, Doc.
It's called the eyes of the imagination.
Woohoo! You win 1 cent!
Figment, don't!
Smoosh! One awful wet. That's right, everybody.
Figment, what is going on? You're turning this entire open house upside down. Of inspiration. Set your imaginations free.
That was a roller coaster of emotions.
Now, I'm not the biggest fan of Journey into the Imagination featuring Figment, but you know what? I do love that holiday sweater.
It's a cute sweater. Guardians?
Winnie the Pooh in a Santa hat.
Oh!
So cute. Okay, now we can ride Guardians. Made it to Guardians of the Galaxy Cosmic Rewind, where yes, there is a holiday overlay happening. There is holiday music happening right now. In fact, the only song that will play these days through the Festival of the Holidays is the holiday song. I don't know what it is. I hear it's a remix. I'm really excited to check it out. We actually booked lightning lanes for this one while sitting in our hotel room this morning watching the Guardians of the Galaxy Holiday Special on Disney+. It's very cute. If you haven't seen it, check it out. And that's because the virtual queue filled up in literally 3 seconds this morning with people excited for the holiday overlay. Just as a quick reminder, I talk about this more in other videos, the only 2 ways to ride Guardians of the Galaxy Cosmic Rewind are by joining a virtual queue or by purchasing a lightning lane. Lightning lanes can be purchased at 7 a.m. if you're a resort guest, which we were today. We've got a Grand Casino Tower review coming soon, or at the time the park opens if not. This ride is incredibly popular all the time, but even more so with the holiday overlay and the fact that it's Black Friday. So if you'd like to purchase it, make sure you do so quickly. And if you'd like to do the virtual queue, make sure you do so quickly. Again, I tried this morning and it filled up in 3 seconds and I didn't get a spot. Epcot has been open for approximately 90 minutes, 2 hours if you're a resort guest. So people have already said what the holiday remix is, but we haven't looked because we didn't want any spoilies. What is your guess for song in the remix?
Anything off the Jackson 5 Christmas album would slap.
I do love the Jackson 5 Christmas album. I'm gonna go with Wham's Last Christmas.
Last Christmas, I gave you my heart.
We'll let you know if we're white momentarily. We are white. I meant right. I mean,
Nice. Well done. Good recovery.
Not incorrect.
Good recovery. Good recovery.
Need more coffee.
This plan is never gonna work. Rocket!
Noise! No one's gonna stop rock and roll from existing.
That's so great. Now, when they said holiday remix, I thought remix of current holiday songs. I didn't think they were gonna write their own holiday music.
Cool. That was cool. Run, Rocket.
Instead of Run Run Reindeer. It's very cute, it's very fun, but it's still the same attraction. An A+ ride, make sure you get on it when you're at Epcot. And now it's holiday feeding time.
Ah, the food.
First stop on our snack adventure. We haven't even gotten gift cards yet, but I had to get the holiday shaky Jamaican. It's at all the Joffrey's cards, and it's shaken Jamaican with horchata mix in it. It does have whipped cream, but I don't like whipped cream, so I didn't get it. Well, that's just festive in a cup. Horchata is very cinnamony and a little sweet, but with the cold brew in there, it's perfect and balanced, and that is lovely. Okay, on to the booths. Now, before we eat our way around the festival kitchens, we're gonna go do something that's truly in keeping with all holidays this time of year, and that's eat a full meal.
Yes. Yeah, please.
Because what are the holidays about if not eating entirely too much? But we have a special reason for going to this meal. Cue the montages of us getting there. The montage continues through France. Montage. France montage. Bonjour montage. Oui montage. Je m'appelle montage. We are at Spice Road Table, and that's for a very important reason because we are doing the walk-up candlelight dining package. While there is a dining package that you can book in advance at some of the sit-down restaurants, Spice Road Table and Regal Eagle do a walk-up package that is first come, first serve only. The candlelight dining package here at Spice Road Table is $52 per person, and with that you get to choose 2 small plates each, and you get to split the dessert platter as well as any non-alcoholic beverage. And then along with your meal, you get a voucher for reserved seating for one of the candlelight showings. Again, it is subject to availability. The more popular the narrator, the quicker that this package will run out. But very excited because tonight's narrator is Simu Lee, aka Shang-Chi. Super jazzed about that, and super jazzed about not having to wait in a long line for the show.
We nabbed their specialty iced mint tea. Now, you can get this tea hot or with the addition of some gin if you prefer. But for us, we're sticking with it as is. Can't wait to try. How is it? Oh, it is mint tea. Ooh, and not like fake mint flavor. That's good. That's like brewed with mint.
Yeah, it feels holiday, even though it's not made for the holidays. You can get this all year round, but it's like fresh, herbaceous mint. It's lovely on a hot day.
Which it is.
Our food has arrived. I'm very excited. I grabbed 2 of my favorite eats here. I cannot pronounce this though. It is tiro pitakia, which is cheese-filled phyllo dough with a cucumber and tomato relish. I also got the hummus fries, which are one of my favorites. It is flash-fried hummus with a citrus chipotle and preserved lemon, and then you've got that cucumber tomato relish on top as well. And a fun note, those are plant-based.
And I nabbed 2 different light bites so we could sort of sample, and it is the naan spreads with hummus, trimola, marinated olives, and za'atar, as well as the pomegranate chili spice cauliflower with a red pepper Aleppo sauce. Those look incredible. Fun fact about those cauliflower, also plant-based.
First up, my beloved hummus fry. Gotta get a good dip. I love hummus fries. I think they are an underrated treat. I actually think this whole restaurant is underrated. There's a little bit of spice and heat to them. There's a nice smokiness because of that chipotle. Really, really delicious and simple. I love the refreshing bite from that cucumber tomato relish. A little zest from the lemon as well. They are very simple and fantastic. I'm also gonna bite into my tart here. A very simple, cheesy treat. You've got that flaky pastry dough. I love, again, the refreshing cucumber tomato relish. Adds a nice brightness to it. Very simple, very approachable, a delicious bite.
Next up for me is going to be the cauliflower. They are massive, so I've had to cut this down a little bit. The exterior is very crispy, perfectly cooked. It is a sweet, tangy sauce. Not a lot of heat to it, but you can tell there's chili in it, but it's mostly there for a tang, not necessarily there for the heat. Yeah, that's incredible. I could eat 20 of these, no problem. And next up, I grabbed some hummus on my naan with a little bit of an olive oil dip. You just can't go wrong. This is one of those shareable light bites, and it gives you so many options for where to dip the naan, and the naan is incredibly fresh, texturally very, just beautiful. I'm sorry, I'm gonna go just eat all of this now.
The dessert platter has arrived. It looks like we have an almond style cookie, some kind of, looks like maybe a coffee cake or a nice dessert bread soaked in something with some crumbles on top. And then you also have a rolled phyllo dough. Very excited to try all of these. I love a cookie. It's a very delicious cookie. It definitely has almond extract in it, which actually reminds me of the holidays because my family makes spritz cookies. It's a little bit doughier than I expected it to be. I expected it to be like shortbread material, but it's a little bit doughier than that. However, it's very good, not too sweet. It tastes like holidays to me.
I'm going to give the soaked cake or bread a little bit of an whirl. This just falls apart. Spiced very well. Cinnamon, nutmeg. There's a heavy flavor of, tastes like 5 spice a little bit. Very, very good. I believe after tasting it is soaked in honey. But it is not sickly sweet, which is a win. So I enjoy it. I'm gonna go back for more.
I'm ending with this phyllo dough dessert. That also definitely has honey and almonds. It actually reminds me a lot of a cinnamon roll flavor-wise. There's definitely cinnamon in there, honey, nutmeg, and because it's rolled, it's just giving me cinnamon roll vibes, but it's got a little bit of crispiness because that phyllo dough. For me, I liked the cookie the best, but all 3 of these were very good desserts, and I don't think things I would have tried otherwise had we not been doing the signing package. And that's my fault.
You know, it reminds me of baklava. And I've never seen baklava prepared that way, so it very well could be, but a lot of the same profile and flavor for a light, flaky dough and layers of honey and nuts.
Had a nice meal. I got to listen to Molly talk for the entire time about how much she loves Simu Lee.
I'm going to tell him he's my favorite Avenger.
Mm-hmm.
If I see him in the park today, I'm just going to go, hey, Shang-Chi, you're my favorite Avenger.
It's a foolproof plan.
Do you think he would like that?
Seems like a nice fella.
No,
You know what? Yes.
Honestly, I wouldn't bother him. He's probably just trying to eat cookies.
I'm getting a lot of mixed emotions
But
here.
I might just tell him he's my favorite Avenger. I don't know. I'm very nervous about a situation that's not even going to happen.
About a hypothetical.
We've all been there.
Well, anyway, we're going to go pick up our gift cards now. In a twist of adorableness, Huey, Dewey, and Louie are wearing candle night robes.
So are Goofy and Donald. It's so cute.
Oh my gosh.
That's what the choir wears. Oh my gosh. Taking a look at the holiday merchandise while we're in here as well, it looks like we have Olaf ornament, Sven and Olaf mug. Who's this mug for though? An elf? It's tiny. I need much more coffee now. Sven and Olaf long sleeve, Olaf spirit jersey, Olaf magic band. There he is. Olaf, Dooney and Burke. Olaf and Sven festival pin, now featuring Anna and Elsa. Not a ton of exclusive to the festival merch, but they also have the beautiful holiday merch here as well, in case you're looking for some other goodies. Also want to highlight that Olaf's Tradition Expedition Scavenger Hunt has returned. You can purchase this map for around $10. Look for the hidden Olafs around the park, and then return it for one of these prizes.
Passport. Good. Wait, you good?
Yeah, I don't understand why Disney ear tags are CVS receipts now,
They are.
but I had to cut that off.
You ready?
Anyway, yes.
All right. Passports.
Check.
Gift cards.
Check.
What's our budget this time?
$100. $50 each to eat our way around the holiday world.
Around the holiday world.
Yeah, because it's Festival of the Holidays, get it?
You know what? I do. I do get it. Let's go. What looks good?
Tell you what doesn't look good. The donut box, am I right?
Who hurt you?
A donut. Specifically, a Dunkin' Donuts munch. Not for me.
No to the donut box. We caught a little bit of the Canadian holiday Voyagers and sang along, so we're gonna get some presents this year.
The youngsters of the First Nation, they gather together and they sing Christmas carols in order to appease the mysterious Nalayuks and earn their presents from them. So in honor of that tradition, we want to invite all you youngsters to sing along with us and earn your presents from the Nalayuks.
Yeah, one of my favorite things about this festival is that throughout the different countries in World Showcase, they have different performers share traditions from their country from this time of year. So you may hear a Hanukkah storyteller, you may see Father Christmas, you may learn about Chinese New Year, and it's one of the most fun and special things about this festival.
Table seem taken.
You know what's not taken?
Ah, classic. Trash can lid. What time is it?
Trash can table time. It's a festival tradition, now with a holiday twist. Because there's a cookie on it.
Trash can table time.
At the Yukon Holiday Kitchen in Canada, they have some beautiful looking beef bourguignon. That's my Julia Child impression. It's not
Oh.
great, but it's what we have. moving past that. But I'm still full from Spice Road Table, so we picked up the first cookie in the Holiday Cookie Stroll, as well as a tasty looking beer. Now, the Holiday Cookie Stroll is one of my favorite things at the festival every year, and this year they have added more cookies than ever. So, to do the Holiday Cookie Stroll, all you have to do is buy 5 of these cookies. Any combination, you can get doubles, you can do it over more than one day. Each time you do, make sure you get a stamp, and then at the end, you get a special prize that you can only get by completing the Cookie Stroll, and I'm very excited to do this. I will take this challenge on, if I must.
We're really twisting your arm.
We will do this together for the content, and not because cookies are my favorite dessert and I want to eat a lot of cookies.
Certainly not.
That's
a lie. We really want to eat a lot of cookies.
This is the Snickerdoodle cookie, again from Yukon, which is the Canada booth. It's got pieces of real Snickers on top, as well as a chocolatey drizzle.
Drizzle.
It's also like as big as my face.
Yeah, that's a big cookie.
Gonna get all of your hands.
Worth it.
I say this in the best way. It reminds me, the cookie part reminds me of the cookies that they used to have at McDonald's when we were little, that were shaped like the McDonald's characters, because it's got some almond and I want to say like lemon. I'm tasting citrus for sure. Such a graceful eater.
10 out of 10.
I'm enjoying this one far more than I did last year. I remember it being a little disappointing last year. It's really nice and soft, and you get a little bit of crunch from the Snickers bar pieces on there. That is an A+ cookie, 5 stars for me. Washing it down with a maple cookie blonde ale. Wasn't gonna get a beer in Canada, and then I saw this and I thought,
Yeah, you went rogue.
I did. We wrote down everything we wanted, kind of budgeting out, and I just went rogue.
I mean, I support it.
Oh, it's so good. I love a blonde ale. It's very approachable if you're not a craft beer drinker. It's a little bit heavier than like a domestic lager, but it's not super heavy like a stout or a porter, which you're going to see a lot of this festival. It does have a little slight maple taste, but overall just a nice refreshing beer.
We are going to be skipping the refreshment port. It has turkey poutine for the year, coquito soft serve ice cream, pumpkin spice ginger cocktails. But I think if we're going to do cookies... I said pumpkin spice, didn't I?
But it's $11.50 and we're on a budget.
True. The coquito soft serve is really good, very cinnamony. But if we're going to get sweets, it's going to be on a cookie stroll. And speaking of the cookie stroll, we are here at Noche Buena Cocina, which is a new booth. And I believe, if my sources are correct, there is a cookie we're going to be getting on this menu. To be clear, my source was the holiday guidebook, so it's a pretty good source.
It looks delicious.
It does.
Sorry, Joyful Big Oscar Fire's playing and
Crushing it. But we picked up some great things at the Noche Buena Cocina. First up is pernil, which is mojo pork with tostones and a ketchup mayonnaise. Some of you might know that as fry sauce. We also got the alfajores, which is a vanilla shortbread cookie with dulce de leche and coconut. That looks to be dusted with magic, also known as powdered sugar. We've gotten a knife, but we didn't get a knife, so now I'm having to cut it with a fork, and it's not going well. But fried plantains are tasty, that's what a tostada is. I'm doing a bad job. All right, got it. But I just forgot the fry sauce. I can't leave the fry sauce. I gotta get the fry sauce on my mojo pork. Cheers. Oh my god. So good. Let's go layer by layer. First, the tostada, which is a flattened and fried plantain. Delicious, texturally very crisp, light. The pork cooked wonderfully, very tender, slightly acidic to that salsa verde, right?
That is fabulous. That salsa.
It's so good.
It's like a chimichurri sauce.
Yeah. It is just, as a complete dish, fantastic.
Banger.
Cookie number 2. This is a big one. Great flavors of dulce de leche in that cookie, specifically in the middle. That's where the filling is. It's offset though because that cookie is incredibly dry. You will need an entire glass of milk
to support you on your way through eating that cookie.
They should sell milk. They
They
should
should
sell
sell.
milk at the cookie stands.
You know what? That'll really help out on hot Florida days.
Just a glass of milk.
Yep, just a glass of milk.
Milk was a bad choice.
Up next is Mele Kalikimaka, where we are going to be getting the pork. It's a pork off. A pork showdown. I'll have to workshop that. I went off script.
I see that, but that's what happens. I went to go take a peek at Joyful, who is the gospel choir that sings.
As you can see, when we come together to share our experiences, there is a lot to offer. So as we share one last Christmas song, from our family to you and yours, it is our hope that each of your lives be filled with the light of love, hope, and joy.
They're my favorite entertainment every year at the festival. They are just full of rhythm and joy and love, and they sing Christmas and Kwanzaa songs, and they're the best thing at the festival, I think, as far as entertainment goes. Except for Shang-Chi, he'll be here later. What did you go off script with?
That is a Kona Big Wave Golden Ale.
Oh, my favorite beer ever? Thank you. I assume it was for me.
Absolutely. It was certainly intended for that purpose and that purpose alone.
I thought so.
In the Battle of the Pig, in the Swine Showdown, that's it.
Swine Showdown.
The Swine Showdown. We have the Kahlua pork with Okinawa sweet potatoes and a mango salad. What's the verdict?
Those sweet potatoes, or those purple potatoes, are phenomenal. That pork has that sweet acidity because of the mango salad. So it's got a little bit of sweetness, but it definitely has a little bit of kick as well. I know you liked the other pork. I think this one is the winner of the pork showdown.
It is very good.
Wow. Can't go wrong, either pork. Continuing our stroll, gotta point out the beautiful tree. It's absolutely massive. It'll be even prettier tonight when it's all lit up. But if you look closely, it has little signs that say Happy Holidays in a variety of languages. There's also different ornaments that have the different country flags. Now, I know I mentioned it earlier, but Donut Box is a booth. It's up by Test Track. You can get a variety of seasonal donut treats. Also up that way is Chestnuts and Cheer, where you can get a variety of roasted nuts. We're going to skip those two for now. Donuts for before said reasons. Chestnuts and Cheer just because we're against saving our sweet treats for the cookie stroll. But those booths are up there, and we are on our way to another cookie. Popped into the Odyssey building. This is that building in between Fake Future World and Mexico, and this is the home of Holiday Hearth Desserts. So you're going to get a variety of cookies and treats here, but it is also, as a surprise to me, the home of Santa Claus this year. In past years, he's been in the American Adventure, but it looks like he's relocated here. He has a short line. He's going to be here in a few minutes, but if you want to meet Santa, this is where he is. Whilst they have a variety of cookie treats here, including the adorable Spaceship Earth salted caramel sandwich cookie. Caramel caramel. I said caramel that time, but I normally feel like I say caramel.
Caramel.
Huh, interesting. The cookie on the cookie stroll here is a classic gingerbread man. So
Gingerbread man.
I'm very excited to eat him because I like gingerbread cookies.
Well, that feels like a crime.
I beheaded him.
My mouth is the Sahara.
He's very dry.
It's like a piece of toast.
It's just a very dry gingerbread cookie. The one in Disneyland is much better. The ones at the resorts that have the gingerbread displays are typically much better. But we had to eat them for the cookie stroll, so I'm just still chewing.
It's a lot. There's a lot going on.
Where's the milk? Santa's supposed to be coming out right now. Where do you think he's coming from? I can't tell if he's going to come backstage or if he's going to come over here.
Santa comes from the North Pole. And right there.
Oh my goodness gracious.
Yeah.
I don't care how old I am when I see Santa. I am 6 years old. But also, Santa's on the nice list. And you know how I know?
How?
He said hello to the PhotoPass cast member. When he walked over, before he took the first kid, he shook the photo pass cast from his hand and patted him on the shoulder.
We like Santa.
Also, he wrote the list. So. Next up, one of my favorites every festival, we have the Las Posadas Holiday Kitchen. This is the Mexico booth. Again, doesn't matter which festival, Mexico always slaps. We are trying the giant tostada de barbacoa. So you've got barbacoa beef right here on a giant tostada with a chipotle black bean puree, salsa verde, cotija cheese, crema mexicana, and pickled onion. Doesn't that look so yummy? I can't wait. I feel as though there's only one way to eat this. Oh. Don't eat it like that. Use a fork. But eat it because it's delicious and it's going on Molly's Best of the Fest. It is a pricier item. It was $10 for the tostada. We were also eyeing the pomegranate margarita, but it was $13.75, and we are balling on a budget, so holding off on that one for now. But this is delightful. It is so flavorful. It definitely has some heat. The barbacoa is nice and moist, melts in your mouth. Delicious braised beef. You've also got a little bit, again, spice and heat. I think it's coming from the black beans as well as the salsa verde, which is very fresh. Love the little bit of acidity and brightness from those pickled onions, and then tying it all together is that delicious cotija cheese and that crema mexicana. If you like Mexican food, this is excellent. They always do a great job here in Mexico, so fabulous, and I'm happy to have budgeted for this one. But cut it with a fork.
In case you were curious to the crowd level today, this line is the Lightning Lane return for Frozen.
Do you want to wait in a line?
No, I sure do not.
I'd rather eat some food. It's quite a mood.
And I walk past the China booth.
Beautiful.
Thank you.
Ni hao from China, where we stopped by the Shanghai Holiday Kitchen. China is usually one of my favorite festival booths. Although their year-round food isn't my favorite, they usually do a great job with the booths. Very excited to dig into this chicken skewer with a creamy peanut sauce. Though I would be lying if I said I wasn't a little sad that the peanut sauce on the street fries wasn't returning this year. Oh yeah. Oh my god. That's best of the best. Yeah. That skewer almost makes up for the lack of the fries. That chicken, I was a little nervous, not gonna lie to you, that it would be dry, but it is moist and delicious and cooked perfectly. It's a little oversalted, that's my one critique of the dish, but the addition of the green onions, the scallions, giving it just a slight amount of crunch and freshness. But the star of the show is that peanut sauce. It is delicious. I love peanut sauce, and there's a lot of it. Make sure you dip each bite into that extra peanut sauce down at the bottom. It's creamy, it's a little bit sweet, nutty. That is a really good dish. And one I think that if you've got pickier eaters, you could get them to enjoy because it's chicken and peanut butter. Which sounds gross or like a dog treat when I say it that way, but it's delicious.
Up next would be Refreshment Outpost, but we are going to skip that. What you could find there is Raspberry Dole Whip, which may be new to EPCOT, but you can find at Magic Kingdom previously. They also have a plant-based dish there, but it is peanut butter based, and we just had peanut butter on a kebab, so we're going to skip that for now. We stopped by Bavaria Holiday Kitchen and picked up the cheese fondue in a bread bowl. It's somebody's favorite.
It's a bowl of hot cheese in bread.
It is, with steamed baby vegetables and some marbled potatoes, a bit of the Linzer cookie, as well as the Tank Brewing Company Prost Festbier.
If you want to know what my dream meal looks like, it's this. Cheese, bread, beer, cookie, Spaceship Earth. It's an ideal situation. Look at that. Look how much cheese that is.
Now wait a minute. I'm taking the beer.
I mean, it's just so simple. It's so genius. It's a delicious bowl of bread filled with fondue. I think there's Gruyere in there. I think there's probably Swiss in there. It's definitely got a nutty taste, but it's not super strong or super sharp. It is delicious. It's a huge portion. I saw the price and I was like, oh, that's more expensive, but it's a very large portion. Once you've got the bread pieces gone, what I like to do is just...
Oh, no, I have my zucchini.
Just eat it. Just eat the gooiness. It's good. It's not only on my best of the fest, it is my best of the fest. Washing it down with a little of this. That is lovely. It's just a really simple light beer. I would liken it to something like a Heineken or another German craft beer, even though this was made in the States. But it goes well, cuts through that richness of the cheese. So if you're looking for a nice light beer, this is a good one. Although what I will say, usually one of my pro tips, unless there's something at the festival kiosks that really tickles you as far as a beer or a wine is concerned, you're actually better off for your budget going into the country pavilions, into the gift shops and the beer stands, because you're going to get full-size pours for not that much money. Are you okay, little guy? I'm not going to give you any food because bread's bad for you, but I think you're very cute. Happy holidays.
Feel free to hang out here, by the way. I don't want you to be...
I'll protect you from not being hurt.
Yeah, you were bullied just now. We saw it happen. At least it wasn't a child throwing a kick this time. And now the limbs are cookie. It's so delicate. It's just the best cookie. The shortbread is flaky, buttery, moist. The raspberry jam interior kicks Pop-Tarts out of the water, I'll tell you that much. So very good. Just best of the fest.
Leaving Germany, always have to point out one of my favorite festival details. If you look at the miniature train set here in Germany, they always hang the festival banners on the poles here in the little town so that they can celebrate too. Skipping the Tuscany Holiday Kitchen because I don't want to eat disappointment for the holidays this year, and that's what the Italy booth is every time. Disappointment. I'll never understand how the Italy pavilion food, particularly via Napoli, is so delicious, yet every festival, when I try the festival food, it is such a letdown. It's just expensive, doesn't ever seem to be cooked that well, the flavors aren't great. So being on a budget and only having $35 left, we don't have time to gamble with $9.50 tortellini. But we do have time to pop into the American Adventure Theater and enjoy the Voices of Liberty as the Dickens Carolers, their holiday overlay.
They're just so good, so talented.
And you know what I like best?
What?
They're wearing traditional costumes.
I thought you were going to say they have a great multicultural representation because there's songs from everywhere, but...
No, I like that they're wearing their traditional folksy costumes, and I would once again like to campaign for their regular attire to not look like crusaders.
Huh.
Running a little low on both funds and stomach space, so at American Holiday Table we decided to just stick with a cookie. This is our final cookie of our 5. This is the chocolate crinkle cookie. It looks delicious, and I hope it is. Very glad the final cookie is very tasty, ending us with a 3 out of 5 delicious cookie scale. The texture is perfect for a crinkle cookie. It's a little bit harder because it's supposed to be, but it still melts in your mouth. There's a lot of chocolate goodness. There's also like a sugary, is it white chocolate? It's like a sugary flour mixture on the top. I don't even know what it is, but it's adding the crinkle to it.
Almost a shortbread.
It's almost, yeah, it's shortbready. I'm gonna eat another bite just to make sure I know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, definitely just for science.
Only for science. I think this one is my number 2 behind the Linzer. I thought it was going to be the Snickerdoodle, but that one is fantastic. It's a good mix of chocolate and shortbread. It's definitely chocolate, but not too rich. That's an awesome cookie.
En route to Japan, we are skipping the funnel cake. They have a peppermint funnel cake this year. Yeah, funnel cake just is not my jam. So more for you folks who do enjoy it.
But how could he protect himself? Well, the answer was in the teachings of Buddha. Listen, my disciples. I believe that if the body is in poor health, then the spirit will also be weak. Thus, Dharma developed a system of exercise to keep the mind and body healthy.
Made it to Japan, and after taking a moment to listen to one of the holiday storytellers, we picked up some sushi from Shiwasu, and it is a sushi Christmas tree with crab meat, that's crab with a K, cream cheese topped with tempura, ikura salmon roe, and some spicy mayo. When there are no tables, and there are no trash cans, may I offer to you a limited edition Molly. One of a kind. I have to act quick, it's falling apart. Just a good sushi roll. It's like a California roll. You're doing really well with chopsticks.
I am not doing really well with chopsticks.
It's going splendidly. Hold on.
Oh gosh. Oh, it's all falling apart. That was a much better solution.
Yes, mauling it was a great solution.
It is delicious.
So, cheers.
I like it, and I'm not even a huge sushi fan. Like, I like to cook sushi, and I like all the ones that are probably not actual sushi when they, like, tempura fry things. But this is very simple. I love all the cream cheese. I love the crab. It's almost like crab rangoon if crab rangoon were sushi. Plus spicy mayo.
This is not the most adventurous sushi you're ever going to have. It is a great introduction to sushi. If you don't want to have the roe, you can easily just take the roe off of the top of the sushi rolls themselves. It is a bit more expensive, but it's because it's really cute. You're paying for the cuteness factor.
It goes on the gram.
Seeing as we ate a full meal earlier today at Spice Road Table and the Tangerine Cafe menu has not changed, we're going to skip Morocco and make our way into France. Once more, we find ourselves on the quintessential table in Walt Disney World during a festival, the trash can. I picked up the pastrami on rye with a house-made pickle on top, as well as some deli mustard from L'Chaim. I love pastrami sandwiches, and this is actually a really decent-sized sandwich for the price. I think it was $5.50 for this dish. So I'm really looking forward to this. First, let's try the pickle. I imagine it's probably just a standard kosher dill. Oh, spicy garlic on the end though. Now for the sandwich. And marbled bread. That's a good sandwich. That's a good sandwich. So, is this going to be the best pastrami sandwich you've ever had? No, but it is a very good one. There's a lot of meat packed onto the sandwich, which is nice, especially for the price. It's high quality, warmed all the way through. It tastes incredibly fresh, which I think is, again, a surprise for me when you're talking about festival food that's being prepared in mass. So this might end up on my best of the fest list.
While Alan was grabbing the sandwich, I enjoyed a little bit of the Hanukkah storyteller. And I enjoy all the storytellers. Again, it's one of my favorite things about this festival. But I want to give a special shout out to Zachary, the guy who's the Hanukkah storyteller. He, in my opinion, is the best one. He's been doing it for several years at this point. He's just such a good speaker and such a good storyteller. He's a wonderful musician. He's so engaging. I just think that especially given today's cultural situation and recent pop news, listening to people like Zachary is just so important. So if you're here at this festival, don't miss it.
Throughout North African tradition, many families celebrate a holiday on the 7th night of Hanukkah called Chag HaBanat, the Festival of the Daughters, in honor of all the strong women connected to the Jews' battle for freedom. Oh, una candelica, dos candelicas, tres candelicas, cuatro candelicas, cinco candelicas, seis candelicas, siete candelicas.
Bonjour, we have made it to France, and we're actually not going to the French kiosk. We're headed back into the pavilion for a different location's special holiday treat. But if you are looking for a sweet holiday cocktail, the frozen hot chocolate martini's delish. First things first, this entire park is beautiful right now, but I always love these giant ornaments in the France Pavilion. Both Leal, the bakery, and L'Artisan de Glaces, the ice cream shop, have specialty festival treats. At Leal, they actually have a macaron Christmas tree, which is adorable, but L'Artisan has one of my absolute favorite holiday treats, and they don't really publish this anywhere. It's not in the festival guidebook, so you're welcome in advance for sharing the secret. This is the seasonal macaron ice cream sandwich from L'Artisan de Glaces. It is peppermint ice cream, and then it's got the red and green macaron cookies. It makes me dance.
Oh.
It's all the sugar. So even with eating a million cookies today, I absolutely love this. It's really good mint ice cream. Like, it's real mint ice cream. It's not like mint chocolate chip. It's just like real peppermint ice cream. The cookies are nice and flaky and delicious in the middle. Simple deliciousness. That's what this pavilion does the best. Please enjoy one of the most underrated treats at the festival.
France, if a child writes a letter to me, Père Noël, and puts a return address on the envelope, the French government pays the postage on my reply.
Caught a few minutes of Père Noël in France as we were leaving, and I love Père Noël because in elementary school I took French class, and we left our shoes out for Père Noël. Do you know why?
Why?
Père Noël in certain cities and areas of France, the story is that Père Noël, if you've been good, will put candy and treats in your shoes, and you leave your shoes out. So the last day before Christmas vacation, we would all leave our shoes out and hope that Père Noël filled them with treats. And
did he?
He usually did, yeah.
Nice.
Made it to our final booth before Simu Lee tells us the story. And we skipped this one earlier. It's Holiday Sweets and Treats. This is where you get the redemption cookie for the cookie stroll, which is why we skipped it. But we also have about $11 left, which means we have enough for one last beverage plus the redemption cookie. First things first, here is the prize for completing the cookie stroll right here. You see all of our stamps. We got a Guardians of the Galaxy Holiday Special pin, as well as a Festival of the Holidays sugar cookie. These are as supplies last, and of course to help advertise the special that just dropped on Disney Plus today. We watched it this morning at the hotel. It was very funny, and you know what? I gotta compliment Disney for a shameless plug. I appreciate it. I support it. Also, speaking of shameless plugs, have you joined our Patreon yet?
Wow.
Yeah. But for real, as far as our final drink goes, we decided to end with one final beer flight. The three beers we're looking at here are a Breckenridge Brewery Christmas Eel, a Playa Linda Brewing Co. Coquito beer, as well as the Brew Hub S'mores Porter. So a nice holiday trio. Cookies going in my purse. We have a flight in a little bit, so I think that'll make a delicious snack, and I cannot eat any more cookies today. But I can drink beer, so cheers.
Cheers. Ding.
Ooh! This might make my best of best.
Really?
Coquito is a holiday drink from Puerto Rico. It's got milk, it's got coconut, it's got cinnamon, and you can absolutely taste that coconut. It tastes very tropical, but it's not super sweet. It's very refreshing with the beer. It's very light. It's a warm day today. That beer is awesome. Am I gonna go get a full-size one before Simu Lee? Who's to say? Me. I'm to say.
That is the S'mores Porter. It is very thick, though pretty darn refreshing, and tastes just like graham crackers.
I'm tasting the marshmallow too.
Yeah. Last is the Breckenridge Brewery Christmas Ale. So, oh yeah, this is just a solid ale. Crisp, light. This is like biting into the side of an apple crisp.
There's definitely some hoppiness on the back end too, so it's a little bit heavier than some of the other beers we've had today, but quite good. This is a good flight. If you're looking for a fun holiday flight, I really recommend this one. We've eaten our way around the holiday kitchens. We didn't even spend our entire $100. As you can see, this festival does not have as many booths as other ones, so as long as you budget well, you can definitely get a bunch of holiday goodies going. But without further ado, it's our best of the fest.
Best of the fest.
My best of the fest are the Noche Buena Cocina Pernil, which is the pork tostone. From L'Chaim, the pastrami sandwich. From China, the peanut chicken skewers. My favorite cookie was the Linzer cookie from Germany, and the best beer was the Breckenridge Brewery Christmas Ale.
For me, my number one item, no questions asked, was that delicious bread bowl of cheese from the Bavaria Kitchen in Germany. I also loved the tostada from Mexico, the Hawaiian pork from Melekaliki My favorite beer was the Playa Lindo Coquita beer from Holiday Sweets and Treats. And my favorite of the cookies, since Alan already said the Linzer, I'm going to throw a special shout out to the chocolate crinkle from American Adventure, and a bonus dessert shout out to that amazing macaron ice cream sandwich in France. And I hate to do it, but what's worst of the fest? What are you skipping next time?
Oh, the cookie from Noche Buena.
Oh, that one wasn't very good, and I'm going to do the gingerbread cookie. Both were a little dry. The other 3 cookies we had were great. There's other cookies on the list I would recommend instead, but I'm sorry, somebody has to be on the list. Anyway, want to go see Simu Lee?
Yeah.
The Candlelight Processional is probably the most famous thing at the EPCOT Festival of the Holidays. It features a celebrity narrator that rotates every few days as they tell the story of Christmas and are accompanied by a cast choir as well as a high school choir. Like I said earlier, depending on the narrator, the line can get very long. There's 3 shows a night. Other popular narrators coming this year, I'd predict Josh Gad, Olaf himself, his line will be pretty long. Queen Angela Bassett is also narrating, Neil Patrick Harris. But it is a really nice story if you are looking for something to sit down and focus on a little bit different aspect of the holidays.
Please welcome this evening's special guest narrator, Simu Liu.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome. It's such an honor to be here. My name is Simu Liu. I was in a little movie last year called Shang-Chi and the Legend of the Ten Rings. Oh, good. Some of you have seen it. That's all. And it is my absolute honor to be here tonight to be your very first Candlelight Processional narrator for the 2022 holiday season. Very much. I have sincerely enjoyed being here with you, and I hope you have enjoyed this Candlelight Processional. I know it's a memory that I will take with me for a very long time.
So, what'd you think?
He's so handsome.
He's not an ugly man.
He's so handsome. Also, Simu, I'm sure you're watching. Manifesting. I'd like to issue a formal apology for mispronouncing her last name, because it's Simu Liu, not Simu Lee. I think in my brain I say Shang-Chi and then the Lee. I don't know. That's my greatest apologies, my sincerest apologies. Please forgive me and still be my best friend.
Manifesting again?
Manifesting my friendship.
Manifesting.
Anyway, watching Simu was the best part of the Candlelight.
Agreed.
The musicians, the orchestra, the choir, it was the Voices of Liberty, they're all incredibly talented. It's a very lovely show. It is long. It's about 45 minutes long, so keep that in mind if you've got little ones. They may not be able to sit through all that, especially because it's not a real, high energy show.
Yeah, it's not a Michael Bay film.
What it is my elementary school that I went to did a holiday program. It's that. We literally sang every song they sang, but we also did the story of Hanukkah, so it's a little bit of both. But I'm telling you, every song I was like, oh, I know that one. I know that one.
That's a real ringer.
I know that one. So if you are looking for something a little more laid back, something a little more relaxing, choir music, that's what this is. And if you're lucky, an Avenger will tell you the story.
Or Olaf.
Or Barney Stinson.
Ah, 'tis the reason for the season.
A character that's very much like Jesus.
Be sure to check out the gingerbread buildings inside of the American Adventure building. You'll see the MLK Monument, the Lincoln Memorial, as well as the American Adventure building itself, all represented in gingerbread inside cases inside the American Adventure building proper. They're beautiful, It really is stunning craftsmanship with gingerbread and pastries and icing. I can't recommend it enough. It's just so cool to see that. We've accomplished all of the booths we intended to accomplish. We got to see Simu Liu, Shang-Chi, the reason for the season. There's only 2 things left to do. 1, see the beautiful lights around Spaceship Earth. And 2, and maybe the most important thing we've done all day.
More important than Shang-Chi, but okay.
I said what I said. Living with the land with a holiday overlay.
That is good. It is good.
I agree. And we finally made it. After a long walk around the World Showcase to the Land Pavilion to go see Living with the Land glimmering greenhouses. Now this is an overlay that exists all day long in Living with the Land. However, I recommend you do go at night because that is going to be the time when you can see the lights actually glimmering. Lest you go in a rainstorm, but I wouldn't suggest that. Go at night. See the lights in the greenhouses themselves. I'm so excited. It's going to be so pretty. So good. All the holiday cheer. I've never seen that before, so it's just so nice.
Very pleasant and enjoyable. And speaking of lights, we're headed up to the front of the park to Spaceship Earth. You may know that they've been doing projections on Spaceship Earth since the 50th for the Beacon of Magic, but they rotate in a seasonal little show for every different festival. And of course, there's a new one for Festival of the Holidays. Can't wait to close out the night with the beautiful Spaceship Earth.
Yes, we can. Into the
These little shows are so sweet. Spaceship Earth really is the prettiest girl in school.
The prettiest belle at the ball. Because she's a ball.
Yeah, I got it.
Yeah.
I got it. They ended up doing the 40th anniversary, the EPCOT one, which they said they were only going to do for a few days, so they're running that one again, and it's got waltz, and we go on from Illuminations,
I wasn't emotionally prepared for that.
and Soarin'. Oh my gosh, it's so wonderful.
They
Now,
call it EPCOT.
oh, that was a nice surprise. Okay, now the holiday one should be on.
What was your favorite part about today?
You know, I have to say the Spaceship Earth, especially with the 40th one coming back, rotating with the holiday one, it happens every 5 or so minutes. Those are always so fun. It's such a beautiful way to end your night. Also, shout out to the Guardians of the Galaxy Cosmic Rewind remix, and obviously we saw Simu Liu.
I have to say, for the first time ever, seeing Living with the Land with those Christmas lights.
It's really nice.
Living with the Land is, in all seriousness, one of my favorite attractions just because of how relaxing it is, and I love the greenhouses, and I love the entire aspect of the attraction, the fact that it's been here for so long, and seeing it lit up was really special. So,
also, bonus shout out to Figment's sweater.
Oh yeah, thank you, Figment.
Well, that's a wrap on our Festival of the Holidays video. Share what your favorite thing about the festival is down in the comments.
Be sure to like and subscribe if you're new, and ring that notification bell, and follow us on all of our socials at Mammoth Club or at Mammoth_Club.
Until next time, friends, I'm Molly.
And I'm Alan.
And it's been magical.
Bye.
Have a good night.
Have a good night. We gotta go get on an airplane.